There you go. What's going on? If you're catching this on the replay, camera's over here. Focus slow. Camera's over here. So if you catch this on the replay, it says live. So I'll allow people to get in here before I get to giving an update about what's been going on with me. Now, I'm not here to teach. I know it's been about a month since I've been on YouTube. Yeah, it's probably been about a month. I know a lot of people think like, oh, the world's coming to an end for Lo. He ain't been on here no more. He must be hiding something. He must be doing bad. Nah, none of that. We getting all that stuff. Bishop in the building. I see you in here. Salute, brother. Also, shout out to you. Spins, I see you. Westside Woo. The Highway Hitters. My bad, had a phone. Had to ignore it. What's going on, y'all? And shout outs to my man Mario Caldwell. This be time if y'all want to share it out right now. Y'all can go ahead and get the shares out. And special shout outs to the people that are going to watch this video and watch it live and just listen, not comment, really don't like me, really want to see me down and out, want to see my downfall, hope that I lose all my trucks. Yeah, I know y'all gonna be in the background lurking, so y'all just do what y'all do best. Continue watching, because at the end of the day, you watching me. Just keep that understood. Be right back. We're gonna get some more people in here, right? Maybe. All right, let me check, man. See something real quick. Look like my picture's dark. So for all y'all that's over there, that's where I'm recording at, off the shelf over there. This is my desk over here, if y'all can hear me. This is my desk, all right? The desk over here to the right with this chair is my wife's desk, which is my HR person, and operations over here, all right? So I just wanted to make sure that it was coming through good on the screen, making sure it wasn't too dark. It's good to go. It's good, it's good. All right, I'll come back over here to y'all. Y'all. Shout out to all the football heads out there, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you in college football, you already know what it is. Gulags, Tigers all day. You know I stay dripped up in some Tigers apparel all day. But what's going on, man? Shout out to my moderators that are in here. Once again, if you're catching this on the recorded or the replay side, I typically allow a couple of minutes for people to get in here so I don't find myself repeating myself. All right, then I give it a little bit of time today for people that want to ask questions, because it's probably, what, a gajillion and one of them out there that want to ask me a 1,000 questions. Just do know something at this point in stage in my YouTube video making. I don't teach no more, okay? So for all those that want me to teach them, that want me to be a mentor to them, that want to sign up for, we're getting into all that, okay? Because I don't even really offer my course any longer. I don't even offer consultations anymore. And the reason why is because, for lack of better words, I'm done helping, if you will. I'm done with it. All right, this is the reason why I haven't been on YouTube. I would say it's probably been about a month now, okay? It had nothing to do with me running and hiding and doing that. No, just YouTube isn't my life. Like, I don't need to be on the camera, turn on the camera, talk, need somebody to hear me talk. I don't need that, all right? And it got to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm wasting my time with a lot of the content that I'm putting out because a lot of it went unappreciated. Now, I'm not speaking for everybody because I don't want the people that do appreciate my content to be like, oh, you singling us out. I'm not. But I will say this, it's probably about a good 80% of the people that watch me or watch the video, they don't technically like me, but that watch the content, just to see what's going on and to talk big shit and crucify me for everything. It's about 80% of those, okay? So then that leaves me with a figure of 20% to the remaining. And how do I feel about the other 20%? Well, I honestly believe the other 15 is playing the fence, and the other 5% probably is genuine. That's just being honest, okay? That's just being honest. Just because I haven't been on YouTube making videos don't mean that I haven't been watching videos, okay? I watch some videos from here and there from time to time when it comes to trucking material, but I found myself to be very, 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 very bored, if you will, with truck drivers' content. Just being honest. It's, when you sit back and look at it, it's depressing. I'm just saying, it's depressing, man. It's depressing as hell to hear some of these YouTubers that are in the trucking space do videos. And when I look at it and I step back from a different standpoint now to where I am right now, and I look at it and I be like, damn, bro. I told my wife this. I said, man, yo, this was me. You know what I'm saying? Like sitting in the truck making videos, and that's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean, I understand that truck drivers are, for lack of better words, we're loners, okay? And I say we because I still do drive a truck. I'm not out of the trucking industry at all. I drive locally, okay? I have my hazmat and I drive for a local fueling company. So there you go. So y'all have that part of it. But for the most part, those that are OTR are loners. So they're just looking for anybody's video that will pass time by, that they can listen to, and just knock back miles. You know what I'm saying? Just to me, me being local now, with me being home, I see why there is no, or I should say not no, but I should probably say little to none local drivers that are doing YouTube videos. Reason why? You ain't got time for that shit. Okay, you can make better time with your time being local. It just is. It is what it is. And to me, if a local driver is dropping YouTube videos every day or making content on a daily basis, man, they have a boring life. All right, they need somebody to comfort them. What I've come to figure out too with a lot of content on YouTube, a lot of drivers are looking for validation. All right, they're looking for somebody to solidify and make them feel like what they're doing is right, or like they have somebody who is paying attention to them and they care about their life, if you will. In a nutshell, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, you just look around. A lot of these people turn on the camera because of a few things, as most of them are saying nowadays, is nobody is out here to help you, right? That's what they say. Like, none of these people that are on YouTube are here to help you at all. They all for personal gain. I hear that from a lot of channels, and they say it's for personal gain, which, I mean, you get a YouTube check, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Some people make good money off of it, you know, for those that put a lot of time into YouTube. I guess you should make good, right? You put a lot of time into shit. So, I mean, time is money. You can't get an hour back. You know what I mean? So I hope that you are getting paid well to do it, because the amount of time that some of people put into it, Jesus, man, make better use of your time. All right. So that's the first update for y'all on the real reason why I just haven't been on YouTube is because I have better shit to do with my time. Okay. Spend time with my family, continue to grow the company, look for better opportunities for the company, things of that nature. I really don't, like, it's really hard for me. KB, I see you checking in, young bull. It's really hard for me to turn this camera on now and do a YouTube video because I got other shit I could be doing. Once again, I got moves I could be making. I'm into different type of investments. I'm in the sports market. Like, if you follow me on Facebook, you follow me on Instagram, I kind of was showing people on Facebook and All right. I probably lost some of y'all. I'm back. I had to turn on my Wi-Fi, man. Signal around here where my house is at is just pure trash. Pure trash. So I just turned my Wi-Fi on. Hopefully that works. It's back. All right. Appreciate that, Spence. But what I was saying was, what was I saying? Probably talking about nothing. About the YouTube space. That's the reason why I haven't been on YouTube. Once again, to recap, I don't feel like teaching anymore. There's nothing more that I can say to make y'all understand. All right. The thing is this: my old videos, you can go back, rekindle them, rewatch them. They're gonna teach you everything. All right. There's no need for me to continue pushing on with regurgitating information. All right. It just isn't. Caught you on a short break. Okay, appreciate it, Red Duchess. But for those that want to know about how PMG is doing, okay, nosy boxes. I guess because there has been a lot of companies, Lisa fleet operators, if you will. I still find that hilarious when people say that, Lisa fleet, like, Jesus Christ, man. Truck drivers will make up anything to make something look bad. I swear to God, they will. So they'll come up with terms like that. Stupid shit. Anyway, how is the business doing? It's doing as projected. You know what I mean? There's nothing that's a wow factor in it. We just continuously try to grow as the business tells us that we can. Okay. I know people gonna want to know, yo, how many trucks are you on right now, though? Okay. I have a combined of 11 trucks. All right. Am I growing too fast? How do I feel about other people's situations? I guess is going to be a main question that a lot of people want to know. Other people's situations, I look at it like this: they're not my situation. Okay, so I can't speak on their situation, how they went about doing their business. Only thing I could tell you is, we see everything that's going on, and we do us. Okay, we focus on being the best that we can be as far as Parks Motor Group goes, period. Okay. Once again, how do we know when to grow? Because we allow our numbers in our business to tell us when to grow. So letting us know when the capital is right, when we add additional trucks, it'll tell us when to go. You know what I'm saying? So in trucking, is this a volatile industry? I've been talking about that for a long time now. That trucking is volatile. It's a penny pinching business. It's if you don't keep up with your numbers to the T and you don't adapt and adjust to the market, then you're gonna drown. Okay, period. And we've seen this, right? From small companies, from small fleets to big fleets. We've seen this everywhere, right? All you gotta do is go type in what is there, the tabloids and paparazzis for trucking. What is it? CDLlife.com. Y'all name them down there. You know what I'm saying? Just like all of the places that have all this type of information about trucking. Most of it is negative information. Either rates is dropping, or the market is getting bad. There's no money in trucking. You name it, man. You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing that has helped me to succeed thus far on what I'm doing on the new business model that I have is that we just focus on what our numbers are. We don't get into what the tabloids are saying. We don't care about what the website's got to say. None of that shit, man. All right? None of it. I just don't. You know what I mean? Just like as far as YouTube goes. I don't particularly watch any more truckers like on YouTube just because it's depressing. Like I'm being serious with y'all, man. Like I can't lie to y'all. That shit is depressing to sit there and listen to a man, a woman, or whatever sitting in a truck just talking. Like when you step back and you look at it and you sitting at home as a civilian or not in the trucking space and you tell me, yeah, I'm listening to, they ask you, what you watching on YouTube? You say, I'm watching this truck driver. Like, what? Why? What's so fascinating about that? They're looking at it like, what's so fascinating about it? And then you step back and you really got to ask yourself, like, you know what, you're right. What is fascinating about listening to a trucker? Is I don't know. You know what I mean? I think most people that listen to truck drivers are truck drivers themselves, and they're sitting in the truck, or they need to listen to something to pass miles by. Because like I said, I'm not excluding myself from it because I did it. You know what I'm saying? And I step back now and I look like Jesus. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, we're doing fine. We're doing good. I don't know if y'all have seen the business card before. There's our business card. Once again, that's on one side. Then our other side has, our address, our phone number, all that good stuff. All right. A lot of times you guys are here for the last probably week or so. Y'all have seen, or 2 weeks, I've been posting. Like, only thing I've been doing is posting in my community section on YouTube, talking about we have a truck that's open. All right, so I'm not gonna come on and do a video every time we have a truck that's open, and you just have to either check my community section on YouTube, or you will have to follow me on Facebook or on Instagram. Either way, if you're on Facebook, just look up my name, Loshawnparks, and you can follow me from there. I post on my personal page there. I post in the group that I have, which is PMG Affiliates. We post in there. A lot of good information in there. If you're a truck driver, you get some information from that group right there. Also, I post on my Instagram whenever I have an opening, which is at Loshawnparks on Instagram. All right, so follow me on Instagram, find out what the 411 is or the situation that's going on. Right now, currently, I still do have one truck that is open. We do offer 2 different pay options as of now for our operation. Now, I've heard people say that, it's crazy, that I'm going to fail because I've decided to turn all my trucks into lease trucks where I don't have any company drivers anymore. Everybody has to be a credible LLC, meaning you have to go out, get your own LLC, get your EIN number, get your business bank account in order for you to come on with us, all right? Because we're 1099. I'm not doing the 1099 under the table where it's under your social security number. Now I'm doing everything the legit way as far as that goes, okay? So you have to be a legit business in order for you to join us, okay? Here's the thing. People are saying that I'm forcing people to get into these leases. And that's not true. That's not true at all. The thing is, I can't force you to do something that you don't want to do, okay? But the way that we're structured is, this is what it is, okay? So we offer the contract position where you have to be 1099 with a legitimate LLC and EIN with a business bank account. So if you're not willing to take that option or wanting to do that, then hey, there is a million other trucking companies out here that you can go and drive for. Whether you want to be a company driver, whether you want to lease with somebody else, whether you want to lease purchase. Because the thing is this, I don't lease purchase my trucks. I don't. So some people are interested in lease purchasing, and I just don't do that, okay? With mine, when the warranty is up, we turn and burn them. We just turn them over, burn them, okay? Or basically what turn and burn means, for those that don't know, that means that we just, when the warranty is about to expire, we turn them back in, we get a new truck, okay? So we just swap out inventory. But that's what it is. I don't force anybody to do anything, okay? I present the numbers to people, our fixed cost, what their fixed cost is gonna be, what their projection is gonna be if they ran X amount of miles, So if I say a solo driver can do anywhere from 2,500 to 3,500 miles per week, they can expect after all expenses to make anywhere from 1,500 to 2,500. That's the ballpark, that's the projection, okay? Now, does that always happen exactly that same way? No, because certain costs are on the individual, the driver, such as variables, okay? Fuel, things that are not in my control. The only thing that's in my control is the fixed cost, okay? So anything else is a variable cost. It's up to you. What's going on, Red K? I see you in the building. Everything else is on the driver to be able to substantially run their business the correct way in order to be profitable. You know what I mean? Now, the thing is this, I'm willing to help anybody that comes aboard with me on telling them how to be, successful. Because I think what a lot of people fail to realize is this. The reason why I haven't failed at running a lease fleet is because I've leased for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? And I've leased with probably one of the hardest companies, or I learned how to lease through one of the hardest companies out here, which was Prime. So, you know, I've already been through hard knock. Okay, if you will, I've been through the hard knock. All right. So when it comes down to leasing, I can explain to people how to do it. Now, once again, I could lead you to the water. It's on you to drink it. All right. If you choose not to follow the tips that I give you and decide, you know, I'm gonna do it my own way, you know, and see how it goes. Then when you fall flat down, don't say, oh, the lease sucks. Because end of the day, and I've told an individual this before too, I said, you know, it's not that leasing is bad, it's the person that's operating the lease that's bad. Okay? Leases make good money. I probably have some of my drivers attest to that. I look at some of my drivers' settlements, and their settlements are extremely good. You know what I mean? When they're out running and getting to their money. See, the problem is when you're out here and you're in a lease, your whole objective or mind frame should be getting to the money, or you're out here to make money, to work. So get it as you're, you know, doing it. So a lot of people do not, they get in the lease and don't see it that way, of course. A lot of them transition over from the company mind frame, and then it's an adjustment. But what I tell a lot of the people, what's going on, Chris? I see you in the building, my young bull in here. But what I tell a lot of people is, don't change up anything that you did when you was a company driver when you get into your lease. If you follow them same rules that you did when you was a company driver, you know what I'm saying? Watching your mileage, bringing your truck down to a speed, you know what I'm saying? Down to a slow speed, because if you're a company driver, most companies have your truck set at a certain speed. So you don't, you know, follow those same principles. You know what I'm saying? When you're a company driver, you know that most of the time you can't go home for like 4 weeks. And then when you go home, it's like 4 days, because most OTR companies give you a day off per week that you out. So if you accumulate a month off, then you accumulate 4 days off. You know, run it the same way. Don't try just now because you have a little bit more flexibility, more freedom. Now you're just going to just run it completely ridiculous, okay? And this is where people that get into leasing fail. Listen, I'm not even supposed to be teaching, all right? I told you, I'm not, you see, I'm not here to teach, man, no more. That's something that I'm not going to do anymore. I'm not teaching, but I've spoken about this in previous videos. So once again, if you're new to this channel, in the 300 videos I have, I speak about this. So, you know, knock back some miles and enjoy it type of situation. But as far as people wanting to come on with PMG, when we have an opening, we will either post it in the community section, once again, on YouTube, or on my Facebook page, or on my Instagram page, all right? And then you guys can, office looks professional, I appreciate it, Sanchez. But then we'll put out like our email address where you can contact us at, send us, you know, like you're interested in it. And, or you can send it to me a message through Instant Messenger, or on Instagram, it's DM or whatever. You can send me a message and I'll go over, you know, a little bit with you. But once again, I do stress the seriousness of serious inquiries, because please don't waste my time. All right, don't waste my time, don't waste your time, because the moment that I see that it is a waste of time, I'm gonna cut you off. Like, I'm not even gonna talk to you no more. You know what I'm saying, about it. Like, because I can see that you're a waste of time. I want serious people that are serious about getting, you know, getting their business rolling, getting to the money. But that's what we got going on, okay? We're about to start a new venture, which I'm not gonna tell people about. So if people are gonna ask, hey man, where's your truck set? Are you still doing prime freight and all that other stuff? I'm not gonna tell you guys where, you know, where our trucks are gonna be. So that's that. What else? I just been enjoying life, man, for real. I've been making money off of sports betting. I don't know if some of y'all been following me on Facebook. Once again, you follow me on Facebook, on Instagram, and you kind of like know the story. I kind of gave a little bit of a backdrop on, well, I didn't even really give a backdrop. I kind of was like trying to show people like how, because people ask me, how do you get the money to build a fleet? And I put a post out and I said, you know, I bet on myself. So my first couple of trucks I got off of, you know, sports betting. It just is what I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That's how I got my first couple of trucks, man, off sports betting. I bet on myself and I won, all right? And I took that money and got me the first 3 trucks, all right? Everybody already knows about the other 5 trucks. Those came from the investors. But at the same time, most of those investors are already paid off. So now those trucks are on me. So as I continue to grow, it's the same process. You know what I'm saying? Nothing changes, man. Nothing changes. As I do good with my other investments outside of trucking is when I do take that money and bring it in to add another truck to the fleet. So that's how I operate, man. And then I let the business sustain itself, right? So then it does numbers, and from there, whatever the numbers are generated at the end of the quarter, each quarter, then I decide, if I want to add another truck, or if not, I swap out another truck. It just depends on if my driver is getting high on the mileage for the truck that they're in, then I'm gonna swap the truck out, put them in a new truck. So, but yeah, that was one thing that I was showing on Facebook. A lot of people didn't see it on YouTube because I didn't post that on YouTube. I put that on Facebook and I put that on my Instagram. So those are 2 places that you had to follow me at. And I think the message that I put out went over like a lot of people's heads too, because people didn't realize. They're like, okay, so what are you trying to say when you're like, you bet on yourself? I think people more so looked at it like okay, so he invests in himself. And that's not what I was trying to say, but hey, I'm gonna take it however it comes, okay? But that's how I grew my business, okay? From my other investments that I have. So, aside from me working, which work takes care of the household, you know what I mean? I don't wanna utilize my business to pay for household, okay? The business needs to sustain itself. So I don't need to be going and pulling money from the business and paying it over here. Now, it's the difference in me cutting myself a salary from my business to pay myself, opposed to me going into my business and saying, hey, I'm going to take $5,000 and pay all of the bills this month with it. Now, that's not the right way to do it, all right? It's a quick way for you to go out of business. So yeah, we do have 1 truck available. I do prefer to have teams, especially with the next venture we're doing. The next venture that we're doing is all terminal, drop and hook, 90 to 98% drop and hook, terminal to terminal. Let me see. We don't run no northwestern states, so we don't run Oregon, Washington, Northern California, Idaho, Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota. I think that's it for the northwestern states we don't run, okay? Shooting over to the northeast areas in the northeast that we don't run. We don't do New York City. We don't do Maine. We don't do Vermont, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New York City. I think I said that, but we still do Upper New York. Okay, we do Upper New York, and yeah, we do everywhere else. Okay, so if I didn't name them, then we go everywhere else. But if I name those certain places, those certain states, then those are states that we do not go to. Another thing is, if you live in California and you have a California license, then you cannot work for us. And the reason why is because until we have found out that they've completely did away with the AB5 law, which prevents you guys from being contractors in that state. If you live there, your license there, your LLC is there, you technically have to be a company driver or basically have your own authority. So until they figure out that that's trash, because it really is, until they figure out that that's trash, we do not hire drivers out of the state of California. Sorry, y'all, it's not my fault. Y'all need to go and petition, what is that thing where you stomp around? Now, I don't want to say riot, but y'all need to petition and y'all know what I'm trying to say. You walk around with the signs, man, be on strike about that law, because that hurts a lot of people in California, okay? Because that means now, at that point, protest, thank you, Mario. That means that a lot of people that are in the state of California have to essentially become company drivers or get their own authority. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get your own authority, but in my opinion, you should get your authority when you're ready to get your authority, not because you're being pushed into getting your authority, all right? Other than that, you gotta become a company driver. So I hate this Cali BS. Yeah, that Cali thing is, I don't know, man. And you actually got some people that think like that's gonna spread around the whole entire country. And I'm here to tell you that's not spreading around the whole entire country. Listen, California got laws that are only for California, okay? They just do. The emissions, that shit has been going on for a long time. That's only in California. You know what I mean? That's why so many drivers just don't go to California with their older trucks, because they don't have to go to California to make good money. But that was supposed to be a law that was going to be spread around the whole entire country too. It never made it. So California has its own stupid laws. Mario says, how do I love hauling liquid? Well, I haul gasoline, diesel, which should be either diesel or red dye. Yeah, so that's what I haul. Right now, I'm currently still in training. My training for it is 6 weeks long. It's kind of crazy because I feel like I'm OTR again. Like I was back at Prime when I was going through my TNT phase, where I got to be in the truck with this person for 6 weeks, and for training. So yeah, especially when you get in the truck and your trainer is a chatterbox all day, just chat, right? You got stories for days, and then on top of that, you know, he's one of those people that jack of all trade but master of none. You know what I'm saying? So he got all these stories, but you know, he's been in the military, he's been a police officer, he's been a sheriff, he's been a truck driver for 20 years, he's OTR, he's been an owner operator, he's done, Jesus, man. And it's like, yo, how old are you? And he's like, yeah, 50 something. Like, wait, you was a truck driver for 20, so what, you was a police officer? Okay, you know, shit starting not to make sense, you know what I mean? So, you know, when you ever get around one of those people where they try to make themselves look a lot bigger in life than you, and you just, you know, when you start doing the math in your head, you be like, wait, what? 20 years in there, and then you said you was in the military, so you said you made sergeant, so then that was probably like 4 or 5 years. That's 25, so you're already 50, so that's when you was 25 years old, then you was a police officer. Like, Jesus, man, you did a lot. You know what I'm saying? You did a lot. But man, we're doing good over here, okay? I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people don't want to hear that Parks Motor Group is doing good. Matter of fact, I heard somewhere also, that they are waiting for me to be the next Lisa fleet to fall. I'm here to tell y'all. And let me get real close up on the camera for you so that you can hear me good. You gonna stay pissed off, bro. I'm not going anywhere. I know how to run my business. I know how to do the financials. I still work, okay? I still work. I got my office in my crib, my house, my office. You can see it over there. I already showed it earlier, right? Wife's desk, my desk. Like, shit ain't, I mean, the office actually done grew. You know what I'm saying? Like, this desk wasn't here before, it done grew. But for those that watch me to try to see my demise or think that I'm gonna come out with a video saying, ugh, I lost my fleet, I'm doing bad, trucking sucks, trucking is not that important, trucking is not that profitable. Hey, maybe it wasn't for you or for any individuals or companies that did it. To me, I don't do this to try to get rich. You feel me? I don't do this to try to get rich. I do this because it's something I like to do. It's another business of mine that I want to do, and I'm gonna grow it how I grow it. Okay, when the numbers tell me to add a truck. I don't add a truck for nostalgia purposes. Okay, I'm in competition with nobody. All right, competition with nobody. I don't care if the next man goes and adds 5 more trucks and makes it to 15 or 20 trucks. I'm still at my same trucks. I'm not adding one because you added some. Like, once again, I don't do this for nostalgia. I do it because it's a business. It's just what it is. And it's no shot at nobody. So I don't want anybody to be like, oh, are you talking about such and such, or are you talking about this person? No, I'm not talking about anybody in particular at all. I'm stating a general I'm making a general statement. okay? I see some people in the comment being messy. No, I'm just making a general statement, man. I'm doing good at what I'm doing, okay? I don't worry about what other people is doing. Once again, don't worry about what other people's doing. I'm not in competition with anybody or any of that shit. None. Questions? Anybody got questions? I'll take questions right now. All right. My wife keeps telling me enough. Like, I can't never say what I want to say. She always want to tell me enough. Enough of what? Listen, y'all better get y'all questions out if y'all want to talk to me. I'm telling y'all right now, it's going to be about another month before I come back on again. No kidding. Because I do all kinds of shit, dude. I am so into bowling right now. Okay, I love bowling right now. I'm in my league. I'm in a bowling league. I bowl on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Man, I'm so into that shit. Like, I watch YouTube videos on bowling. Like, say real shit. I watch YouTube videos on bowling and all that. Like, that shit fascinates me. It's a competitive sport. I like it. I love it. Like, that's where I spend my time, man. And watching sports, keeping up with sports. I want to start a sports channel, for real. That's what I really want to do. I want to start a sports channel. This video, top videos to watch you've put out to go owner operator. Top videos that I've put out to go owner operator. I don't know, man, because I don't really talk too much about going owner operator. You know what I'm saying? I talk about like leasing, stuff like that. If you're talking about like owner operator, like own your own equipment and all that stuff, not this channel, not me. I'm not that type. I don't speak about that. Appreciate the wisdom and knowledge. I appreciate it. Love bowling. I used to be in a league until the early 20s. In the early, in your early 20s, Ray. I'm about to say in the early 20s. What you talking about? Yeah, I was throwing rocks back then. Lo, you still playing poker? I haven't played poker probably a couple of months. I know when I first got back home, I was playing poker, but then I slowed up on playing poker too, man, because I got into doing the league thing. What do you bowl? Last week I bowled pretty good. I bowled a 169 my first game. I threw trash. Second game I threw a 223, and then third game for the night I threw a 201 for a total of 596 series. So I mean that was pretty good. But once again, this is me getting better and better and better each week. So my average is continuously climbing. Right now I would like to say that my average probably is like maybe a 165, but I'm getting better each week. Yo, Lo, you think about investing in a poker player for the WSOP? You talking about getting a part of your action or getting a part of a person's action? Listen, trying to buy somebody action in poker is really tough. You gotta really know if that person is any good. What you think about Prime Trucking, about going with them? Prime is a good company. That's where I got my start at. I still do recommend Prime to this day. I'd watch you do sports commentary. Yes, Sir Lord. I'm still thinking, I want to do, listen, I am going to do a sports channel, okay, where it's going to be on some Stephen A shit, okay, where we're going to be talking about sports, we're going to be talking about players, we're going to be talking about all that. I am still going to put that together, all right? I am going to put that together. I haven't decided when. I was telling my wife, I actually want to set up this room that's over here to the left. Y'all can't see. I want to set this up to be almost like a sitting area and have like my sports teams in the background and then have, you know, the name of my channel in the background. So I want to make it look dope when I do it. And then get the proper camera equipment and stuff like that. I guess my wife answered that. Somebody asked me, do I do mentoring? I don't mentor no more. I don't mentor, I don't teach, I don't preach, like I don't take consultations, none of that stuff no more. My days of doing that is over. Let me see. Appreciate the wisdom and knowledge. Not a problem. What's good though? Hey, love the LSU gear, dog. I'm in Baton Rouge, reset. And that's what's up. The BR all day, Gulax Tigers, man. Go over there by the stadium, tell them I said what's up. Tell them Lo sent you. I'm thinking about getting with Prime, man. What you think about the company? Once again, Prime is a good company. What's some good fuel cards to start with? Young and Truckin, I don't know, man. Because I just, to be honest with you, I use the carriers that we're leased onto fuel cards. So, I mean, the cards that they use is Comdata. You know, some people say Comdata is bad. I hear about EFS. You know, it's probably some other smaller companies that have fuel cards. I just don't know because I've never used any. Are the internationals trash? In my opinion, I don't like international. You got a fuel card that you recommend? Okay, I think I just answered that for you, right, Spence? Do have lease purchase available? You mean, do I have lease purchase? No, I don't have lease purchase available. I just have straight lease. Lo, can I get my question answered? Answer it again or ask it again. The righteous one. Oh, you asked me about internationals. Yeah, I think they're trash. Okay. About how much can I gross a week OTR leasing with Prime? That, once again, that's kind of an open question. It depends on how hard you work, how hard you run, stay out, things of that nature. I can't really put a number on that at all, because I hate to give you a number and then you don't achieve it and then you be like, hey, he told me this and he really didn't have it. So, okay. Let's see. What YouTube truckers do you watch? I don't watch too much of any of them anymore. I don't. Because it's not my cup of tea anymore to watch YouTube truckers. What you think about tonight's game plus the Browns and the under? That's what I did. Now we talking Big Lou, talking my thing. The Browns and under. I like the San Francisco 49ers tonight, minus I think right now it's at like 4 or 5. I haven't checked my lines here lately, but I like San Francisco. I like their defense. Their defense is ranked number 3 in the NFL, if I'm not mistaken. But I know it's in the top 10 for sure. So I like their defense. I like the offensive mastermind behind their coach. So yeah, I actually like San Francisco over the Browns. To me, the Browns are a balanced team when it comes to offense, but on defense, that secondary is still suspect. And I feel like a team that can move the ball against them is a team that can beat them. And I think San Francisco can do that. I think San Francisco averages somewhere in the 24 points a game. I see them putting that up on the Browns, and I see the Browns probably somewhere about 17 or so. My final score prediction, 24-17. San Francisco. Let's see. What's the other questions? Okay, I got that one. Yes, sir. Staying at the Drury Inn, had to get out of that truck. That's what's up. Why do smaller trailers or campers start rocking left and right going down the road while you drive? While going down the road, I guess because they're getting it in. Somebody back there getting it in. But if it's that, it's probably the wind. I'm only assuming on that. Once again, I'm not quite sure. Will gas drop? I guess you mean gas prices. Will they drop? Once again, I have no control over that. I don't have an answer on that one. Who knows? My question was about the market. Okay, ask that again about the market. When will it get better? When will the market get better? I don't know. Like another question, I don't know. I don't got the answer for y'all on when the market's going to get better. I don't know. Maybe when there's not so much, when the truck to load ratio goes down, okay? When there's not so many, what's the word I'm looking for? For lack of better words, not so much congestion, not so many trucks out here fighting over freight. I guess it'll go down, when we become more of a asset than a liability to the shippers, to the brokers. And that's when prices will go back to where they used to be. Once again, what would I know about? I really wouldn't know too much about all of that. Why? Because I pull contract freight, man. So I'm not on spot market. Browns are overrated. I said it. Yeah, Browns are overrated. I still believe that the Browns are what we think they were a year ago. Okay, just because you beef up your team one year with a bunch of offense doesn't mean that just because you beef that up that you fix your whole entire problem. Okay, I think that they still have some work to do. I don't even think the Browns make playoffs this year. I'm just gonna be honest. So many people that think the Browns are gonna make the playoffs. I don't think the Browns make the playoffs at all. I think they finish the season out probably 7-9. They'd be lucky if they hit 8-8. Just my opinion. Let's see what other questions we have here. I did too, but I hit 8 games yesterday, and all that I said would be upsets. So I'm thinking the upset is still going on today. I feel what you're saying, but my gut is saying it's gonna be upset. Browns winning over. Hey, that's what's up, man. You know, really, when it comes down to betting is if you know too much information, it's not good, right? And for people that bet on sports, they know what I'm talking about. If you have too much information, too much statistical information, and you're starting to put that into your data of deciding which way you're going to go in the game, it tends to actually put you on the wrong side. You know what I'm saying? So the less information that you put into something as far as betting, and you go off of your gut is always right. I'm a firm believer in that. Go with your gut. Your gut going to tell you the right thing to do. All right. So if it says for you to choose the Browns, then that's probably the right bet, man. And me, I'm just going off of statistics and numbers, and that has hurt me a lot too, is because when you go off of numbers, and a lot of these other handicappers and shit go off a lot of numbers, and they be inaccurate as hell. Okay, let's see. I know I hate when people act like one person has all the answers, like Lowe invented trucking. People ask the stupidest questions. Yeah, I don't have all the answers, y'all, and I'm not afraid to tell y'all that I don't have that answer. Like, I don't know. I really do not know. You know, whenever you ask me a question that I don't have an answer to, I'll tell you. Like, ask somebody else that. Oh, my wife is getting on y'all talking about who the F is Nostradamus. All right, let me scroll back down, get a couple more of these questions. Any good courses you would recommend for business? I don't really have no good courses that I would recommend for business. The one person that I did listen to, and still, you know, if I had some more time, I probably would listen to him more, is Robert Kiyosaki. Like, the way that he thinks when it comes to business, to me, is just phenomenal. So if I was to tell you to listen to anybody when it comes to some business, I would tell you to listen to Robert Kiyosaki. I mean, you can look him up on YouTube, or you can get his book, Rich Dad Poor Dad, which is a phenomenal book. Is driving a winter in only California, Washington, Oregon, or Nevada considered experience? I'm just starting a dedicated account here, and it's my first year. Thanks, Lo. So you want to know, is driving a winter in only California, Washington, Oregon, or Nevada considered experience? No. By just driving in those states, it doesn't technically mean that that's where you got your experience from. I mean, winter hits in the Northwestern, the Midwest, the Northeast, you know what I mean? So you can get your winter experience from any parts of the country outside of like Florida or the further south you are. But if you're like up there in the Midwest, Northeast, Northwestern, I mean, you can get winter experience from there as well. What's the next question? You're the Truckin Nostradamus. That's a hell of a nickname. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not a trucker Nostradamus. Mario, I am just a regular guy, man, who has a fleet of trucks. That's it. Oh, by the way, lease a fleet of trucks, and still has his lease of fleet of trucks, hasn't lost none of his lease of fleet trucks, and still doing good. Doing good for himself, okay? I ain't the richest man, I ain't the poorest man. I'm doing good for myself. I'm good for myself and my family, I would say so. And I, for the most part, still have the same drivers that I've had now for months. So I would say that that's pretty good. All right, if there is no other questions, what else y'all got, man? What? I'm telling you, y'all better get whatever questions y'all got out right now, because I probably won't be back on for like another month, so y'all won't hear back from me again until like November. I'll be gone to November, so I figure I'll give y'all an hour today, because I'll be gone to November. I hope all is well, though. I'm heading back to Florida soon to go local. I found a good job back home. OTR is cool. OTR is cool. I appreciate the past OTR info you have put out. Pound that payment. That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. Listen, when it comes to going back local, the jobs that I found, if you're gonna go local, that I found to be beneficial for you to be local and damn near making OTR money. Like the company I'm at, 70K a year, okay, to haul the fuel. Like that's better than a lot of OTR drivers are making. But once again, you have to have your hazmat. Yes, I'm carrying around a bomb. Understand the danger of dealing with it. So my best advice to those that are going back home and want to be local, to get your triples and doubles endorsement and to get your hazmat, because you just make yourself more valuable. You can do some LTL, you can do some food service, and you can do like fueling. Definitely look into fueling for local. Make some damn good money. Other than that, outside of those like three things, I probably wouldn't even drive a truck local because it just doesn't, it's not enough money, man. I don't know, but not enough money to me doesn't mean that it's not enough money to another individual. To me, getting paid like $19 to $24 an hour just is not kosher. It's just not kosher. That has been your biggest hustle and with growing your fleet. Mine is finding quality drivers. Quality drivers is hard to come about, man. I've been very, very lucky to have the drivers that I have. Now I've gone through some drivers that, I wasn't so lucky with. So, I mean, we've all experienced that. But the core drivers that I have right now, I've been really, really lucky to have them. What are questions to ask when looking at a lease or a lease purchase program? Well, as far as a lease program goes, the things that I probably would look at is, me personally, I like leases that offer percentage. Okay, now, do I understand the math behind leases that have flat rate? I do. Me preferably, if I was gonna get a lease that had like a flat rate. Hold on. All right. If I was gonna get in a lease that had like $1.50 amount, I would want it to be all drop and hook for the most part. You know what I'm saying? So I can hook and book and keep going and get to my miles, because essentially that's how you're gonna make your money. It's off the mileage of doing a lease that has like a fixed cost where it says like $1 and some change plus fuel surcharge. So you're gonna have to do it off of mileage. Whereas with a percent base, you don't have to, you're not chasing mileage, you're trying to run shorter to make the most amount of money. So you just got to figure out which one you want, and then go from there. Like, there's no incorrect way to do it. It's just finding out what works best for you. I've been out of trucking for 10 years and I'm contemplating returning. Is now a good time to be returning? Hey, Rodney, I look at it like this. Anytime in trucking is probably a good time to be doing it. If it's something that you are passionate about and want to do, I think like any time is a good time. It doesn't matter really if you sit down and wait. Some people say, wait it out for what? For what, man? Like, this is a normal market for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no need to wait it out. Get out there and get it. You know what I mean? So there's really no bad time to return to trucking, unless I guess like it's a recession, and it's not a recession right now. Loving the office layout, bro. I appreciate that, Trucker Rail. Please, bro, make the sports channel happen. I know you'll dissect the games well. Hey, Eagle, shot this. I probably will. I probably am gonna make that. I have to set up the studio. I have to set up a studio for it because I want it to be done right. Leasing that allows you to take your truck anywhere. A lease that will allow you to take your truck anywhere. Several places you can check out. At least that allow you to take your truck anywhere. Just Google. The best thing to tell you is just Google. Google truck leasing companies and they'll pop up, and then just start giving them a call and figuring out if they're the best ones for you. Yeah, I'm going to be doing food service. I will be doing a video on it soon. That's what's up, Pound of Pavement. That's what's up, man. Get a good exercise in, make a good check. Life is good. If you're doing a lease with a company, is it best to purchase fuel with their fuel card or credit card? It's best to purchase fuel with their card. okay? If you're trying to build a business credit, because that's what it sounds like you're trying to do, if I were you, I would get DEF on my credit card opposed to getting fuel. That's what I would do if you're trying to build your business credit. What are questions to ask when looking at a lease or a lease purchase program? I think I already answered that. Yeah. You just need to figure out what the percentage is that you're going to be getting. If you're going to a percentage-based one, or what the mileage is plus the fuel surcharge is. Try to figure out what the average mileage is, because that's going to basically tell you what your check is going to be, is what the average mileage is going to be, going from, you know, the lowest end of the mileage to the highest amount of mileage that you can do. And then that'll pretty much tell you the ballpark of what your check will be. Thanks for taking time to answer some questions. How much experience would you recommend is enough to jump into doing your own thing? See, I look at it in a different light. Whenever people ask me that, I ask them, you know, what is their end goal game in trucking? Are you trying to have multiple trucks, or are you just trying to have a couple of trucks, like 2 or 3 trucks? So if you're trying to have like 2 or 3 trucks and you want to buy them out, then I would say, you know, depends on how much you're trying to buy these trucks for. Well, of course, if the truck is 40,000 and all you got is 50,000, I wouldn't tell you to do that, because you only leave yourself with $10,000 in capital, in liquid capital, and you don't want to do that. So, you know, if you wanted to buy a truck, let's just say if I was going to buy a truck and I found one that was $15,000 or $20,000, I probably would have double the amount of money that I was going to be putting down or buying that truck for in my account. So say, for instance, the truck was $15,000, I would have $30,000 before I went and bought that truck, because $15,000, buy a truck, get tags, titles, all that other stuff. And then I have myself $15,000 additional dollars just for the in-case situation, okay? And then I would stack up a little bit more, let that truck sit, do what it's doing, not sit, but work and do what it does, build up some more capital. And then if I found another truck that was 15,000, then I would have the same concept. So I wouldn't buy that truck until I had another 30,000 saved up. All right, so that's the best advice I can give if you want to do that way. If you want to have multiple trucks, once again, you let your business tell you when to grow as far as the financials go. So for instance, if it costs $10,000 to put down on a truck, just follow the same blueprint. I wouldn't go and get the additional truck until I had $20,000. Okay, so on and so forth. You understand? So if that brand new truck is $10,000 now, make sure you have $20,000 before you go and do it. All right. So once again, your business will speak to you and let you know how to grow and when to grow. All right, let's see a couple more questions, man. Let's see. Home time on leasing is better than company, but you'll be paying fortune weekly for the set payments. Yeah, you gotta D-Raj in the building. You gotta pick your poison. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing, is pick your poison. And whichever route you want to go, then just pursue it. You know what I mean? And slowly work at it and grind it. When I got into leasing, man, I didn't know what I was doing, man. I had to fall on my motherfucking ass a lot. You know what I mean? I had to take a lot of losses in order to get to the stabilizing point of knowing what not to do anymore. So, you know, anything that you learn from a situation is a good experience to have, in my opinion. You know, some people feel like they don't take losses and they ain't never took a loss and all this other shit. And those are the ones that take the biggest losses and be lying. Lo, did you study business at LSU? I did not. I'm out, y'all. Be safe. Yes, I'm about to be done with this myself for a fee, Red K. Holler says. What was your home time like on the lease program with Prime? My home time was whenever I decided to do it. Oh yeah, TEL. Y'all go to Red K Hauler. He has some information for y'all for leasing, I guess, for trucks to take them outside of, you know, the carrier. But as far as the home time goes, when you're leasing with Prime, like it's your discretion. But you gotta understand, like, you still got that truck payment that's gonna hit every week. So it is what it is. Gross net Prime anywhere from 4K to 5K solo and team, 75 to 9,600. I mean, I guess that's gross. What is Loshawnparks? Who is Loshawnparks? I have no idea. TJ Jones, the bull of the woods, my brother. How are you, man? I'm doing good, man. Oh, I guess he was talking to somebody else. I had one last week that failed his piss test, and it wasn't even his pee. Well, listen, I tell you what, it's better than him showing up, taking a drug test, and him being pregnant, right? If a man going to take a drug test and his drug test come back and say that he's pregnant, well, we definitely know. Jesus, we definitely know. Thanks for taking the time. Okay, I answered that one. Let me get ready to close this out here momentarily. Let me see. Nice office, Lo. I appreciate it. True story, yo, Lo. I'm looking forward to the sports channel, bro. I will come on and let you guys know on this channel when I do start the sports channel. So be on the lookout for that when I decide to do that. How do you advertise for drivers? My social media. Social media is my biggest platform for getting drivers. Also use, I will say this. I try to use headhunters. Okay, basically what that is recruiting services, and they're full of shit for me. Okay, not saying that they're full of shit for if you're a driver, but for like a company, man, they don't get back to you. Okay, they're inaccurate. They're a waste of my damn time. And I was willing to pay top dollar for some drivers, and they just don't get back. So it's like, fuck it, y'all lose your own money. All right, man, listen, with that being said, man, y'all be safe. Once again, don't do nothing I wouldn't do, like being safe. And as always, winners focus on winning and losers focus on winners, and we winning right here at Truckin with Loshawnparks, Parks Motor Group. If I can get it in there. There we go. Yeah, Parks Motor Group, man. We still winning, man. We still doing our thing, man. We do what's best for us, not what's best for everybody else. One thing people have to remember is that Loshawn, me, I'm not conventional. And that's the reason a lot of people don't like me, is because I don't follow the norm, or I don't do what they think I should do. I'm so unconventional. Y'all be safe. Salute.